Hello beautiful people of the world, I'm Lily and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a full face, just like this, including eyeshadow, eyeliner, eyebrows, lipstick, etc. Can we cue the music please? Okay, so first I recommend washing your face, moisturizing, using a primer before you get started. It's just usually really helpful. And then I always do concealer first. I use this basic CoverGirl stick concealer. So you're going to use the concealer to just cover up any blemishes, anything you don't want for people to see. Alright, so once you look something like this, don't panic. You're just going to grab your foundation. I have the matching CoverGirl Clean Sensitive Liquid Foundation. You're gonna give it a good shake, and you're gonna want to grab one of these beauty blender. We're just gonna kind of do that. So this is a full container, sometimes you have to flip it. And you want to make sure that you dab, don't drag. You can alternate between foundation and concealer as many times as you need to achieve the coverage that you want. Make sure to not forget your jawline and your neck. So next step is the eyes. I start with this eyeshadow primer by Urban Decay. Ooh. Alright. Just gonna... Alright, now that your eyelids are nice and primed, you're going to want to grab your eyeshadow palette. Today I will be using the Urban Decay Elements palette. It's one of my favorites. And before we get on picking a color, I'm just going to start by applying this nude color here. Any nude color works, it just really helps blend with the color in the end, especially if you're doing a bright, vibrant color. This is a small brush. It's a mermaid, because mermaids are best. If you don't think mermaids are real, you're a fool. Now that you've got your eyelids nice and ready, you're going to want to pick a color. Today I'm going to go with this blue because I like it and because I can. And it's called Sapphire Dream and I think that's nice. So you're going to want to get some on your brush. And then, cheers mate. So when you're doing the eyeshadow application, you want to make sure you keep this only on the outer half of your eyelid. And make sure you get your crease really well. And I personally also like to put a little bit on my waterline with a smaller brush. It looks really messy at first, especially if you're doing a dark color. We're gonna use this beauty blender. I like the curve of this one because it helps me get into my eyes a little better. And you just gotta blend it out and clean it up. There's also this tiny little purple eraser that I use that helps me erase what I don't want. Godspeed. Next up, it is time for the wings. I use black liquid eyeliner. That sounds like my cause of death. It is, but it looks really good, especially with dark colors. Beauty's pain. And you're gonna want to try to line up kind of with the end of your eyebrow. You can go as big as small as you want. Personally, I like to go bigger because I want to ward off all the evil spirits. So once you've got both sides looking symmetrical to your liking, you just take the eyeliner and you fill in your shapes. So once your eyeliner is pointy enough to cut someone with, you're going to top your eyes off with some mascara. Again, CoverGirl, because I'm broke. But just basic black mascara, it all does the same thing. Now it's time to fill in your eyebrows once you've got your eyes all done. Spoiler alert, this is not my natural hair color, so I fill in with a lip liner to make it a little more of the red that I want. That doesn't have to look good, just, you know, fill in a little bit, and that's also a totally optional step if you do not have dyed hair. So then I get a brow pencil, CoverGirl again. I think this is soft brown. It's just like the crayon style with a little brush at the end. So I use this to outline and fill in the rest of my eyebrows. Next we're gonna go with some contouring. I've got a Body Shop palette here. I stick with the two contour shades. There's also usually blush or whatever, but who needs blush? So I just mix usually a little bit of the two shades on my brush, and I do my cheekbones and my jawline until I'm content, and I make sure that I blend that really well. Alright, so once you're good with that, we're going to do some powdering to blend that in a little more. This is just like more CoverGirl because that's all I own. You just kind of blend that on your brush. So your brush is nice and powdery. Next step is going to be some highlighter. This is ColourPop. It's called Over the Moon. I just put some of this on my brush here. Kind of have to scrape it until you can visibly see the highlighter on it. I put this on my cheeks and honestly anywhere. You can put it around your eyebrows, your nose. It usually looks pretty good. Last but not least, we've got our lips. I have this Urban Decay lipstick. It's called Heroin. It's a nice dark blue. It's important to get the shape of your lips first and then kind of work your way to the sides, especially with dark colors, because the smallest little mistake with a dark color is like really visible. You just gotta keep doing the, you know. So dark lipstick can be a real pain, but it can look pretty cool. Alright, that's it. This is my full face look. You can of course do this with any color or any products that you like. I love to use bold colors, but it also works for natural tones as well. I hope my techniques were helpful to you, and be sure to check out my other videos. I'll be back next week with new content. Now, go get 'em, Tiger.